classroom is you get a topic from your teacher and she makes videos on the topic, and your assignment to fulfill is that you have to go home and watch the video.
So instead of coming into class and learning that way, like having her teach you the old way by just sitting in your desk and looking at the board her teaching you, you go home and watch a 20-30 minute video of basically the same thing you do in class, but you just do it in the comfort of your home, I guess.
When you go home at night and watch a 10 to 30 minute video, and then you come back in class and you do the homework there, and you can ask questions right away, so there's no like lag time between getting home.
The flipped classroom allows you to watch videos at home and then come into class and do the homework there with like either groups or by yourself, and it allows you to talk to the teacher or your friends if you need help.
Which makes it much more efficient to finish work, or even, not get stuck on a question and, get frustrated over it.
Usually the teacher checks if you have done the notes. Sometimes they give you a homework quiz just to see if you did watch the video.
So we come to class, normally we do like a quick recap of the video we watched last night, and then normally we do the homework quiz to make sure you watch the video, and then we work on the homework the entire time. We work in groups normally, so you can help each other.
A typical day is I would watch the video the night before and I would come in class and I would start my homework. If I have any questions, I would ask my teacher, because sometimes it may be unclear, but like you can talk to your teacher and she would clear things up, and then you can finish your homework.
But sometimes if it was a really tough lesson, the teacher would normally go over the part on the board and ask questions there.
And sometimes she would even take like 5 minutes out of our class period and be like, okay, a lot of you guys are confused on this part, let's go over it together. And then just 5 minutes during class, the whole class understood it again.
So our homework's in the packet. We normally do the homework in the packet, and we work in groups of 4. We call them like little pods. And you work with the other people, and you can ask them for help, and you can also ask the teacher right away. It really works nice, so that like if the teacher can't help you, or if he or she is busy, one of your partners can help you.
We would have an answer key at the end, so we were able to check our work, and if we did get anything wrong and we don't know where we went wrong, we were just able to help each other and get help from the teacher rather than be completely lost at home doing the homework.
The videos were really good. They're really easy to understand, and if you don't understand something the first time, you can just go back and rewatch it, which is better than like a traditional classroom where you like raise your hand and hold up the line. You can describe that.
It talked in detail, and it had specific problems on what we were learning, and it allowed me to go back through if I didn't understand a part and rewatch it, so therefore I would.
Personally, watching a 20 to 30 minute video was way better than doing an hour or an hour and a half of homework. And then the next day you were not only able to ask questions about the lesson you learned that night, the 60 minutes of homework you would have had the night before, you get done in the 50-minute class period, which cuts down your homework load.
Well, math's my favorite subject, and I hated geometry. And I think that by watching these videos, and because I like the videos, it made me like algebra a lot better.
They were really good. They explained the lesson thoroughly, and you almost always understood the concept.
That's just stroking Miss Davis's ego right there.
No, I thought it was actually, I liked it.
There were examples to go along with the video, so she takes you through the steps of the examples, and then you can check your work because there's an answer key.
Whenever you paused it and said, all right, now do this problem, and then check back with the key, like that doesn't really happen in the traditional classroom because we're just going to take notes and the teacher just does the problem. But with the flipped classroom, the videos give you more time to be more independent and go ahead if you're comfortable with the lesson that you're watching, and try a couple of the problems later on, and then just check back with the key. And if you get the answers right, then that's how you know you're doing a good job.
Like before finals, the videos were the greatest thing because you don't remember. Let's be honest, you don't remember everything before finals come along. So being able to go back and watch those videos really helped refresh your memory. Even watching the videos from first semester for a second semester final, you were on top of your game.
Oh, I definitely learned more from the videos than I have ever, because of the fact that when you're at home, the video is more entertaining than sitting in a classroom just taking notes. I feel that the videos also stick in your mind because of what Miss Davis does, like create maybe what are they, acronyms, and they help you remember things, which is really neat.
Well, I normally would sit on my couch and watch the 10-15 minute video and take notes, and that'd be it. It's probably the easiest homework I have out of all my homework in school.
I would sit at my kitchen table and watch the video.
Well, I play soccer, and so my daily routine was pretty much watching the videos around, I want to say 8:30 at night in front of me, and I've got my notes out, and every so often I'd pause the video and make sure I have everything done, and if I didn't understand it, I'd replay the video.
At home, I would sit down in a quiet place where there's no distractions and just watch the video and take notes and pause and replay anything I didn't understand.
Did you ever try watching a video with a TV on, or?
No, I know that I have to focus, so I can't have distractions.
I would always work in my room and watch the video for the flipped classroom, just because for me personally that's how I like it. But the advantage with the flipped classroom is you can work like anywhere you want to be. Just all you need is a pair of headphones. So you have a busy night and you're not able to watch it at home, but on the go you have your phone with you and you're, I don't know, at the train station and you need to do math homework. You can right there watch the video and you can get your homework done. It's all on your time and just your responsibility.
Unlike the traditional classroom, you have much more resources to go to. If you're confused, you could talk to your friends, you could just go up to your teacher at any time. And unlike the traditional classroom, there's not enough time for that.
In a traditional class, you kind of just sit there like this, slouched over, pretending to look at the teacher. And in this class, it's more upbeat and the environment's awesome.
Versus in a regular classroom, the teacher just tells you the lesson and you can't really understand sometimes because she might be going really quickly, or it's like a long lesson and there's no time for questions or anything like that. But with the flipped classroom, you learn your lesson, and then if you don't understand, you have a whole nother period, practically a whole nother day, to ask questions on anything that you didn't understand.
In a traditional classroom, I feel like there's way more disadvantages than advantages, because sometimes you'd come in, you sit down, and your mind just begins to wander and you don't even realize it, and then you snap back to reality and you're like, I just missed like half the lesson because I was daydreaming.
In a traditional classroom, everyone's worried about, taking the notes down and, getting stressed out about the assignment for the night. But in the flipped classroom, it's much more laid back and you can get a lot more work done because, you can work collaboratively with your other peers. If you're efficient and you find, if you can work hard and you can be focused and get your work done, then the flipped classroom is pretty easy and you could be successful.
Definitely if you're sick, you're able to watch those videos at home, while in a non-flipped classroom, you necessarily can't get the notes unless you call someone.
For me personally, the biggest advantages of the flipped classroom was it's on your own time. I play soccer, so when we would go away to tournaments and stuff like that, I was able to not have to face the disadvantages of the traditional classroom, where if I wasn't there that day, I didn't miss a lesson because the lesson is right on my phone. And then I knew that I could go into class the next day knowing that if my peers weren't gonna help me, my teacher was gonna help me, there's always gonna be some kind of help. So my confidence is there.
I think the flipped classroom made me a much better student because it taught me time management. It allowed me to kind of look at my day and see if I did have soccer or not. If I did, I knew I had to stay during lunch, or even when I got home, right as I got home, watch the video, knock it out.
I remember so much more because I feel like you're more engaged when doing the videos because you're there physically writing down all the information, listening to it, and then you come to class and you do more with it than a traditional classroom, because in a traditional classroom you go home and normally I used to rush and do my math homework as fast as possible, but now since you have the entire period, you can finish it, so you don't have to rush as much, so you can just actually go through it easily.
My parents actually liked it a lot more too. With the flipped classroom, you watch a short video and you're done. So not only did that take the stress load off me, that took the stress load off them, I guess, and they always just saw me succeeding and not falling behind in the class, because no matter what, I was always able to have those videos as a backfall. So, yeah.
Because the better atmosphere you have, the better you perform, because you want to be in that class, you have fun, and you enjoy that class, and that's why Mrs. Davis is an awesome teacher. And that's what I think. She made the class fun. Every day I wanted to come in and finally, yes, we have math now.
I feel very confident going to pre-calc, but I'm disappointed I won't have the flip classroom because I'm so used to like going home and watching videos and learning that way. So it's kind of depressing.
Basically, if you apply yourself in the flipped classroom, you're setting yourself up for success later on in pre-calc.
I feel good going into next year because I know that I remember stuff from this year, so that's helpful. I'm also a little nervous because the flipped classroom really helped me this year.
I feel really strong going into it, knowing that I've had like this really strong background. I'm just really upset that I won't be in a flipped classroom next year.
Yeah, my confidence is much higher than years before because of the flip videos and the amount of times I was able to watch it. I remember everything I learned throughout the year much more than I have in previous years. And I'm actually kind of disappointed going into next year knowing I'm not going to be in a flipped classroom.
I think this year I remembered a lot more math because towards the end of the year, like when finals came up, I didn't really have to like go back as much and review as much for finals because I felt like with the videos and how we did the homework in class, I was able to remember more and it wasn't as difficult for me to prepare for finals.
Well, one piece of advice is don't skip videos. So if you miss a video and you start piling up on those missed videos, you're not going to have a clue on what's going on. But it's so easy. You just watch 20 minutes of video a night and you're on top of it. Just don't skip videos and you're fine.
Definitely ask questions because a lot of the questions you see on your homework and in the notes is always on the quizzes.
Just to watch the videos every night and try to stay on task because if not, you're going to fall behind and it's just going to be downhill from there.
You have to watch the videos. You actually have to watch the videos to like learn the lesson. Even though it may be a really easy concept, but you have to actually watch the videos. The first week, I didn't watch the first video and I was like, oh, I know how to do this, but I really didn't know how to do it. It's really easy to fall behind. If you miss one video, you're kind of screwed for the next day in class. Am I allowed to say that?
Don't be afraid to ask questions. Honestly, when you're doing homework, there's always going to be someone in the class that is able to help you. And if there's not someone in the class, Ms. Davis or Mr. Wintermute will always be able to help you.
Don't be afraid to talk to your peers, number one, because they can help you. You can make a lot of good friends.
I say this so many times because it's such a crucial point. Watch the videos.
When you miss a couple videos, then it's really hard to get back because the work keeps piling on and on. You have to be prepared for class each and every day. The videos are your key to success. If you don't watch the videos, then obviously that's like cutting a class basically. And if you cut a class, you're not there for the instruction and the material. So how are you supposed to know what to do? Yeah, you just basically be successful as much as the next person if you really apply yourself.
And so your goal of the whole class is to watch the videos and fulfill the test. So when you get to class, you're ready to do the homework and ask good questions because the better questions you ask, the better quiz and test scores you get.
So just stay on top of your game and you will be successful. Somebody want to go for me? I can't. Okay. I kill my sister. Yeah. Or cut that part.
Yep.